Hello everybody, coming at you with all my might, it's Smite. How you guys doing today? I guess what day, I don't know, but so what's everybody doing up to? Any great plans for your guys's water spring, summer area? You're gonna go out and have some fun, get some riding in. That's always fun, getting riding in. Do love riding. Get mud all over. And check me, wipey. Nope, no mud. So yeah. So I wanted to talk to you guys about first bikes and stuff. Obviously, my first bike was this is my 125, my Yamaha YZ 125, and I like the two-stroke and stuff like that, but definitely for a first bike, I would not recommend a two-stroke. They're a lot harder to learn on, I believe and know, because four strokes, there's so much more low end. You have to start out faster on a two-stroke. But the reason I wanted to get a two-stroke is because I already learned how to ride clutch. So I already knew what I was doing with the clutch, but you still have to learn it all over again for the two-stroke, because the clutch is different on them. I mean, it's just how you let it out and stuff. You gotta have higher RPMs when you're letting it out, and so you don't kill it. But yeah, it's just the low-end power, and they're so much easier in the woods and stuff. I mean, I have a lot of fun with my two-stroke, and I love my bike. But if you're trying to learn, I would not suggest getting a two-stroke. If for your first bike, get a four-stroke. You'll have a lot of fun with a four-stroke. I mean, they're just more user-friendly. Yeah, good starter bike, probably a 252 stroke, or yeah, 252 strokes are good size. Four stroke is what I meant. If you get a 252 stroke, you're just joining the big leagues right off the bat. If you start out with a 252 stroke, you're just crazy. I mean, my 125 is a lot to handle. It goes really good. I mean, it's fast, so I wouldn't be too worried about going fast on your first bike. Just learn. I mean, I've been riding four-wheelers pretty much all my life. See, like right now, I'm in first gear, I'm just crawling up this hill. You can't do that on a two-stroke, because you run out of power. You need to fly up the hill. So unless you really want to go fast, and you want to go fast all the time, get a two-stroke. But still, I suggest like I know what I'm talking about. Well, I do, because I have one. It's a mean machine. So is this. I like the power. But this is also a 400. Now, my friend Dolt, I usually ride with him. He has a 400. But he didn't learn on that he didn't learn on the 400. Mud. But yeah, I don't know. it was a lot easier for me because I learned on this. It's a lot. Well, a four-wheeler, you don't have to worry about keeping it up. It's not gonna fall over on you. Well, it is if you do it wrong. But for the most part, it's just not gonna just flop over because you don't have to worry about, there's no balance. And then you can just really have time to learn the clutch. But yeah, I don't know. But that's just what I think. And I want people to be safe, you know. I don't want people just to go out there and get hurt on them. So I want to tell them what I think. I mean, just if there's some person watching my videos and they want to get a bike, I want to be the most help as I can. Oh, and I also don't, if you just went out and bought a four-wheeler too, I'd say the same thing. This is a lot of four-wheeler to handle. You should see me the day I got it. I'm used to riding sport utilities. And when you get on one of these with suspension and like actual real suspension, I mean, it's phenomenal. And just the power they have, they're real powerhouses. I have like been on a like a 500 a Honda Foreman 500. They have a lot of power too, but it's a different kind of power. They're 4x4s and not like speed power like this beast. And most of them have the little bitty tires, and I have to spin all the mud off my tires. See, it just jumps. Not to mention, this is piped and jetted, so it has a lot more power than original. And believe it or not, there is a noticeable difference. Like my friend, Bill, when he takes his spark arrestor out of his XR400, he has so much more power than when he doesn't have it in. When he has it in, he has so much more power with it out than it in. Just because he's getting more air, and just that little bit of air just way increases the power. Like, he was doing wheelie. He's just like going and he's just wheeling out through the field. He puts his arrestor in, and yeah, he wasn't doing it as well anymore. So piped and jetted makes a huge difference. Like, this is the first, and pretty much, well, now it isn't the only, but it was the only sport four-wheeler I ever rode. So, when we were looking, one of our friends wanted to buy a four-wheeler, buy a sport four-wheeler, and we went to look at one, and it was the LTZ, and I think the Arctic 400, Kawasaki 400s, and LTZs. They're all the same. They're like 3, and they're all the same. Like, I can buy parts for the same. I can buy parts for an Arctic, and they'll fit on this because they're all the same four-wheeler. That's a hill climb, so I'm gonna have to take a break when I get to talk. I'm debating on which gear I want to hit it in. But yeah, I rode a Kawasaki 400. It was not piped and jetted. I mean, this is piped and jetted with open airbox, and there is a big difference. I'll tell you, there is a huge difference. It's noticeable. There's a whole lot of like this. It's just boom, it's there, and it's just more linear without piped and jetted. And another thing is, it just makes it loud. Like, this thing is loud. You can't really hear it because I'm on the front, but if you're riding behind me, you can't hear your bike or your four-wheeler. Unless, I mean, I can hear the two-stroke because it's... Alright, here we go, guys. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. That was easy. I underestimate the four-wheeler sometimes. Did I get any mud on you guys? Nope, you're all clean. But yeah, I really underestimate the four-wheeler. I'm so used to the dirt bike because if you get, I mean, I have been riding four-wheeler for all my life, but if you get on what do you get on? On the dirt bike, you have to really watch out, like you can't change lanes. Of course I am riding a two-stroke. See, that is another fine example of like two-stroke. That mud, I actually have to have a runway with the two-stroke because I need to build my RPMs. And I actually had one time where I was trying to get up a hill and I stalled. And it was goop, the dirt was goopy like, and I mean it was solid, but I couldn't get any spin on it. Like I couldn't get my tires to spin on my dirt bike. So I'm sitting there and I almost flooded the thing because it kept dying. I couldn't get my rear tire to spin. And when my rear tire needs to spin so I can get my RPMs high so I'm not like flooding it out. And not to mention I can't move. So my tire was sticking into the ground, into the mud and stuff. And I just couldn't go anywhere. It sucked. Then my clutch starts working and it's just whining. I'm like, I don't like to make it whine like that. But it's a lot of fun. The thing is four-wheelers and dirt bikes, they're a lot of fun, but they do require respect. You can't just get on one and think you own them because they will put you in your place. I've rolled this once. Oh no. Let's see, how many times have I wrecked this thing? When I first got it, I thought I owned it. And I just went up a bank and I flipped it right over. And then what did I do after that? Yeah, I went up a bank, flipped it over. Then the second time, I was flying around a corner and I went off the side of the road. And then like I didn't wave. I went around a corner, flew off the... Yeah, I went around the corner and slid. And I slid into a tree. Like, my four-wheeler is standing up in between two trees. And I couldn't get it down because it was like wedged in between two trees, stuck standing up. And then when I was riding with my dad and my cousin, and I slid around this corner, and the four-wheeler came up on its side, and my body hit a tree right in my side. That wasn't fun. Four-wheeler went, and I just came right to the side of the tree, and I hit the tree and fell off the four-wheeler. I wasn't going that fast, but it still hurt a little bit. But basically the importance is you respect the machine, because they're definitely something that requires respect. That's the important thing. You respect it. Anything you're riding. I mean, you can be confident on it, but always know that. Oh, where was I going with that? You can be confident on it, but always know that if you get too confident, you're gonna wreck it. I mean, I've wrecked my dirt bike 3 or 4 times too. Well, only twice. 2 bad times. The other times I'm I'm more respectful of that. I should be more respectful of this, but I'm just stupid sometimes. And yeah, even my dad, he's been riding for years and he flipped it. I have a video of that. He flipped this. But yeah, that is it. That's all I can think of right now. But thanks for watching and subscribe. You guys are awesome. You make me do what I do, and that's what I do. Yeah. So don't forget. Comment, like, and/or subscribe. Thank you for watching, and you guys have an wonderful day. Not underful. Underful's not a, well, I guess it is a word, but it's just not the word I was looking for. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.